Hi everyone, this is Martin. I've now been awake for 26 hours. I've taken a total of three 20-minute breaks, so this really marks the start of my polyphasic sleeping cycle. This also marks the first time I've ever just got up in front of a webcam and just started talking. I haven't planned any of this, the main reason being because I realised that if I'm having a video chat with a friend, then I can go off into these, 10, 20, 1 hour monologues without even thinking about it. Whereas I tend to get this kind of, I don't know, maybe stage fright when I'm recording on my own in front of a camera. And I just thought it's going to be interesting just to see. At the moment I seem quite lucid. I think my sentences are coherent enough, but give it another 24 hours, another 36, 48 hours when I would like to continue doing these video blogs. I'd like to see how I compare. I don't think I'm going to be quite as eloquent as I get through the sleep lags. And then hopefully you'll be able to see me talking nice and clearly, looking less and less tired in, I'm hoping, a couple of days. Realistically, maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe 7 or 8, maybe longer, but we'll just play things by ear and see how things go. Okay, I will give you another video podcast explaining a lot more about what polyphasic sleeping is. I'll admit that I have done some research into it, but there's still a lot that I would like to learn. I've got a load of books which now I've got a bit of time I will start reading into, but I will probably spend a bit more time going into maybe the science of it and things like that later on. For now though, if you have not seen any of my other videos, really all I want to be explaining to you is polyphasic sleeping is the opposite of monophasic sleeping. Monophasic sleeping is where you do one sleep, maybe for 8 hours, once every day. With polyphasic sleeping, there's different extremes of it. I am doing the most extreme, and that is where you do 6 20-minute naps each day. So that totals 2 hours of sleeping in total every 24 hours. So far it seems to be working, although that's possibly just because I do tend to get used to this kind of working late, working long hours cycle anyway. Sometimes when I'm working hard I do forget about the time. It hasn't happened recently, but there are times when I'll start my day 8 o'clock in the morning, I'll work maybe 5, 6 o'clock, I get a little bit tired, take a nap or something like that, and then I will continue working until usually 6, 7 o'clock the following morning. I don't do it all the time, but I'd say in the last few months there's been 3 or 4 instances when I've gone to bed as Tick wakes up about 7 a.m. for her to go to work. So at the moment I'm probably not doing much more differently than I've experienced before, but over the next few sleep cycles I'll definitely be moving into the unknown really. What I'd like to just really address today is my motivations for doing polyphasic sleeping. Yesterday, before I actually got started, I posted on Facebook just to explain to my friends, this time tomorrow I'll be trying it. And the first thing which happened was one of my friends, Ali, hi Ali, he just posted why. And I thought, well, I've got a lot of reasons actually, which is where my monologue's going to be taking me. Probably the main reason though is because I can. This is the first ever opportunity in my life when I have got complete control over my waking and sleeping cycle. My wife is 8 months pregnant, so we're expecting our first child to be born at the end of January. At that stage she's going to have 3 months off work for maternity leave, but I already work from home and Tick works really hard, so certainly Monday to Friday I don't get to see that much of Tick. We've got a great relationship, we do talk, don't get me wrong about anything like that, but more importantly is that I can continue working pretty much independent of her. When she comes back from work, sometimes 7 p.m, sometimes 10 p.m, it really depends. At the moment now she's pregnant, she just goes to sleep. Maybe we'll spend an hour, maybe 30 minutes just watching a TV series, but apart from that, I'm pretty much living on my own, certainly Monday to Friday. I like spending time with Tick, but as she's getting more and more pregnant, I'm realising that I'm best off just continuing with my work. going to sleep when I sleep. She started snoring as well, which means that actually going to sleep at the same time is not especially practical anyway for me. There are nights when I'm lying in bed just thinking, damn, I might as well just get up. I can't sleep. It's like Chinese water torture, sleeping next to somebody who's snoring just a little bit every few minutes. So that's one reason. Other reason is, unfortunately, I'm going to be under a lot of pressure financially once our baby is born. I have got a few businesses already. These businesses are going great, but they're not businesses which are going to sustain me over Christmas. The products which I'm selling an electronic energy saving device and scrap metal steel art statues. I'll detail that a bit more another time, but these aren't presents which people want for Christmas. So all through December, my sales have pretty much dried up. I was expecting it, but it's not come at a good time when I know that a month later we've got all the expenses of having a new child. Tick's going to have 1 month unpaid from her work. We're going to be going back to the UK in April for a month, maybe 3 weeks, but it's going to be difficult for me to continue working unless I find some more hours in my day. I just started up with a website called Fiverr, Fiverr.com. And what that is, it's a website where people go on and they say, for $5, here's what I can do for you. Some people go on and they say, I can make you a video for your website. I can write you an article. I can make you something and post it to you. I can sing you a song and record it onto video and send to you, things like that. I just got into that. Just been a few small things I've been doing, like I will review your website and tell you what I think of it and give you ideas to improve on it. What else have I been offering? I'll install WordPress, those kind of things. And I only get $5 for them. But then I thought, well, hey, if I can free up more hours in my day and I can do 5 or let's say 10 of these in all this extra time which I'll be getting. I mean, remember, usually I sleep 8 hours a day. Now I'm going to be freeing up 6 hours every day. If I could do, let's say, 10 of these gigs, a gig, just a small $5 job, that's $50 every day. I've got the time for it, and certainly I could appreciate the money. And these are, nice, easy things, so it's something to build on. Another thing is my 2 businesses are very much focused on selling to people in America. Because I'm living in Thailand, it's difficult because by 9 p.m. Thailand time, that's when America's waking up, and I know I've got phone calls to make. I know I've got meetings I need to participate in at that time, and usually I'm just exhausted. So again, moving on to Polyphasic Sleep allows me to work Thailand time to get all my admin done, when I know nobody's really going to disturb me with that, and then when it gets to American time, I'll be able to do customer service, things like that. I'd also like to start doing some telesales, and again, that's something which I'll be able to do during American hours. So again, that's another reason, another way of moving forward. Is there anything else? Yeah, another one is that I think I'm actually more of a night person anyway, especially in Bangkok. Bangkok gets very hot, very bright during the day. Sometimes it gets a bit noisy. We've got a beautiful swimming pool here, but we've got some not so beautiful kids who love playing in it, and Jesus, they scream loud. So I've always said to people, if I had no responsibilities and lived on my own, I'd work at night. And then suddenly, hey, this opportunity presents itself, and I'm thinking, well, that does solve some of my problems. So I'm going to give it a try. Other reasons, I think it's really fascinating. I think it's something fun which I'll be able to talk about. I also recognise that some days I just wake up quite overwhelmed. I've got so many little businesses which I'm doing. Sometimes my to-do list is just so overwhelming. What I tend to do sometimes, and I recognise it's not healthy, it's not a good thing, but I just go back to bed. I just think, Jesus, there's just so much. And going to bed is, I guess it's how alcoholics cope with pressure. You go to bed, you go to sleep, and you're just blocking out any kind of stress, any negative emotions until you wake back up again. I know it's not productive. I'm not going to bed because I'm tired, and I just think that, I don't know, maybe it's a way of punishing myself, or giving myself that kick up the backside and say, right, well, I'm just going to eliminate those sleeps. I'm not going to take myself off just for the hell of it. I'm going to get out of the habit of, when I don't know what to do, or when I'm overwhelmed or whatever, just going to bed until I feel better. So I think this is a great way to just force myself out of this habit. So far things are going okay. I'll obviously keep you updated over the next few days, maybe the next few weeks, and let you know how things are affecting me anyway. But yeah, as you can see at the moment, 26 hours into it, hey, I'm fine. In fact, I'm going to make myself some chicken soup. I bought a load of kind of chicken bones and things like that yesterday or the day before. Every day is kind of blending into one. I've only been doing it one day. But I don't know, my last 20-minute sleep just then, I woke up with a bit of a cough, and I've just got a little bit of a scratching sensation at the back of my throat, and I do recognise that when I don't get enough sleep, my immune system can, start to protest a little bit. So I'm going to make some nice kind of good old-fashioned Jewish chicken soup. I'm going to probably have that tonight in 7-8 hours time, when it's full of flavour. I'm going to take some vitamin tablets now as well, and I'm feeling pretty good. I will get to the gym, but I'll probably leave that after the next sleep cycle anyway. So I'll keep you updated, and hopefully I'll see you as lucidly as I am now, 24 hours time. Okay, take care. Thanks. Bye.